good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. I'm sure you've heard the news by now that Donald Trump ordered the bombing of 3 nuclear facilities in Iran. And it's probably got Iran scratching their head right now, like WTF just happened. And I kind of want to look at, let me get my mouse out of the way. I want to look at how is this going to affect us? Is there some kind of escalation? I want to do a deep dive into, is this the start of World War III? I kind of alluded in past videos, like last year, I kind of said, I think I did a World War III starting, and it kept saying no, no, no. And it's about timing. So I'm going to start with Trisha James' predictions deck. Okay. I did not have her governance deck yet. I plan on getting it because I like doing these kind of readings, world events. That combined with this deck, I think would be excellent. Wish I had it right now. But this is good enough. So let's start there. I'm sorry about the banging. Yes, I am back in my studio. I actually rearranged things to make things a little bit easier for me when I do my readings. Repositioned the overhead camera, which is my cell phone, and this camera right here, so that maybe you might see more of me on here. And it's because I'm blind on my left side, it's easier. I spent all morning dusting everything off, cleaning everything off. So I haven't used this desk in a hot minute for readings. But, and as always, as you know, I always gab and shoot the breeze and talk about different things while I shuffle. It keeps my mind off the cards, right? Anyhow, we're going to get into this. I need to get back on this channel. I think I only did one video in May, maybe 2 videos. And I did one in June, I think, so far. But we're getting back on track here. Now I have my arrangement the way I need it. I got so much more room on my desk because over here, let me see, over here, above the candle, there are 3 shelves that just collect the junk, and now I've got, it's not even in a view. I figured that out. And that's where I have several layers of decks of cards. Perfect. Okay. Cards are almost ready. Okay, let's see what we've got. Tornado winds. Oh, yeah. You ain't shitting if it ain't a tornado. I shit you not. It's a storm brewing. Evidence of a scandal. That's going to be interesting, and all for money. I love Donald Trump. I wanted him as my president, right? I voted for him. But there's something here about money. There's a shitstorm here. And some kind of evidence of a scandal. That has me very curious. Security cameras. Okay. Being watched. Big news. Some kind of big news coming up here. Strategy and planning. Energy weapon. This is about the nuclear facilities. That's what he bombed, right? Future time. Something in the future. Future plans. Resigns, leaves office. Okay. Is this setting the stage for Vance to become president? I'm wondering. Okay. The main energy surrounding this is really big news. I don't think anybody expected Trump to go in, guns are blaring, bombs are dropping, okay? Nobody really expected that. This is really big news right now, and it's causing a lot of uncertainty. Now, Trump, some kind of scandal here. That something motivating him is about scandal. It's about, or bringing forth some kind of evidence. Something was caught as well. And some security cameras. These two are going hand in hand. This and this is going hand in hand. Something was caught. Okay. Now, the U.S. is causing a shitstorm here. Absolutely. And Iran, there's money concerns there. There's things about money that they're going to lose. It almost feels like there's something that Israel has that Iran wants. We have, the future is very uncertain right now. This is in a hidden position under the surface, but time is ticking, and we're being drawn to the clock here in this card. Time is ticking. Something big is going to break. And, there's a wild card here about energy weapons, about the nuclear weapons here. Somebody could resign and leave office, whether that is Iran or if that is the leader of Iran or if this is Donald Trump. Right here, strategic planning. And these both indicate future. This is indicating future. This is indicating future. This is indicating future. And this is really interesting. This almost doesn't feel like totally, there's more to it than just the Iranian issue. This almost feels like some kind of strategy to oust Trump out of office. I got to be blunt. I got to be honest. In the future time, Trump's future as president could be very uncertain. Resigns or leaves office. This is going to cause somebody to leave office. Somebody's going to get some heat. Now, I am going to use Alicia Wicker's little mini deck here. Sorry, Alicia, if I don't remember the name of it. Calgary or something like that. Deck. The compass. The direction. He might be being... And then we've got the lion. Strength. That's a very strong influence here. Is going to be trying to push Trump to resign. It's almost like the energy that I'm picking up is that the United States has been very complacent. Very, over the past, let's see. There was Biden, at least over the past 4 years. Very complacent, non-acting, letting people get away with shit. Let's just say, let's call a spade a spade. Letting people, manipulators, tyrants get away with things. Now, Trump has taken some kind of strategic action against Iran. He's for Israel, I believe. Okay? But I don't feel Israel's completely innocent. But the guidance is going to be, hey, President Trump, Donald, you really need to resign your position. because somebody, I want to know more about this scandal. Somebody's watching something. Rainbow. Okay, these people wanting peace. And they're kind of looking at Trump as a troublemaker. Okay? The apple, the forbidden apple, and the scales. Okay. There is something coming out. I almost feel like we want the scales to level out. We do not want war. We want peace. Apple could be knowledge. Somebody's gaining some kind of knowledge. And I can't say for sure at this point if this scandal is going to be accumulation of evidence because somebody's watching him that is going to be fabricated or twisted in some way. The tornado winds could be a twister, twisting some kind of truth that really makes Trump look bad, but it's like a twisted truth. I got that from the tornado. Involving this whole thing with going in with Iran and taking out those energy weapon, those nuclear sites. What can you tell me about the future, Tom? The golden egg being laid. I think that's the plan. The lamp, light being shed on a situation about a snake. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting because that's very telling of somebody dropping an egg. The lamp represents light, right? The snake is a snake. Okay, and it's also the twists. Something in the future. I'm not sure if it's before or after Trump resigns, if he resigns, allegedly speaking. But even though by the way, even though I have it up here, this reading is for entertainment purposes only, not based on fact, just my opinion, my interpretation of the cards. I'm just a blonde throwing cards. I almost forgot to say that. Okay. Even though I have a disclaimer right above you, right above the reading. Anyhow, this is not what. This could be Trump's saving grace. Wow. Okay. That was interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's get into the tarot cards, and then we'll figure out if we need any clarifiers. Okay. Excuse me. Well, the cards are wanting to jump. Hanged Man, suspension, sacrifice. Okay. A couple more shuffles. Yeah, they're getting antsy. They're like, cut us and let us talk. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we have the main energy, the Ten of Swords. That's destruction. That's betrayal. Iran never thought in a million years the United States would attack. And if you look at this card, there's the bombs. Look at the type of buildings. You see that? It's kind of reminding me of Israel. This is also reminding me of all the loss and tragedy that has happened so far over there in the Middle East. All the loss that's happened in Israel. Trump's motivation or his role in this. 5 of Wands. He's looking for a fight. Trump is looking for a fight here with Iran. Very interesting. That is very fitting. Very fitting. Trump is, I get this, intervening in Iran. Okay. I think it's on behalf of Israel. But this is almost, I get this total destruction. That's scary. Hidden influences the strength. It's almost like that's leadership, world leaders. Again, I get this energy of even friends of the United States are looking at Trump and saying, what the F are you doing? Do you want to start a world war? And there's a world war. It's not going to be pretty. There's people behind the scenes that are striving for peace. There's a level of restraint here. It's like other countries, I feel, may want to jump in, but they're holding back. How do you tame a lion? Very carefully, gently, non-aggressive. There's a non-aggressive energy behind the scenes. It's like, how do I word this? Being a meek, mild pussy, cat energy, not wanting to cause conflict, even if there is a justified reason for this conflict. Okay, let's keep going. What led up to this attack? The 9 of Wands. Resistance, resilience, a tired energy. This is like Trump saying, I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the tyrants. Okay? This is somebody standing up for something. And also taking a major stance in it. I need to look at this card a little bit. Wounded. Injuries. But this is getting up to fight again. This is rallying. The troops were rallied. And this could have to do with Israel. If you think about the history, Israel has been targeted, terroristic attacks, the whole gamut over the decades. Okay, I just got a download. Iran has gotten away with shit for decades, at least 40 years. And Trump comes in and is ready for a fight and saying, enough is enough. I ain't playing. Trump says, I ain't playing. What is going to happen next? I shit you the fuck not. 8 of Wands. There's going to be a retaliation. There's going to be a retaliation from Iran. Missiles flying. This almost, I'm sorry folks, this almost looks like the start of a war. It really does. Iran's going to try to retaliate. Okay. Wow. These cards are on it. Okay, now it's like, what is the United States and the United States military's true intentions? 2 of Cups. Partnership for the higher good. There's a sense of peace. Their true intentions is to get Iran's attention and maybe put an end to this conflict with Israel. To put an end to Iran being a bully. Iran's intentions. Smug, 9 of Cups, I want it all. There's a sense of greed with Iran. And what was the previous card in this was money card. So there's definitely finances and money and greed on Iran's part. What is in the next position? This is the X factor. What are we missing or what is being overlooked? 8 of Swords. Overthinking. Mental imprisonment. I feel like this is more of the reaction to the public and everybody getting caught up in their head. What is going to happen? I get a sense of fear as a driving force of what is to come. I already see some places I need clarifiers. Okay. The trajectory. The path that we are currently on. 5 of Pentacles. There's a loss, there's being out in the cold, there's a financial hit here. Wow. Money, the economy is going to get worse as a result because the bombs are going to fly. That's it, isn't it? That's it. That's the alleged scandal. That's what they're going to use to try to get Trump out of office. Okay. I want to know more about... Let's take a look at this 8 of Swords here. You know, that X factor. Hanged Man and the Fool. This is, we are trapped in this. We have no choice. We have no voice. We need to take another look at things from a different perspective here. There's this energy of taking a risk, taking that leap of faith. Okay, we're on a new journey. Some people may be literally looking, they feel like they're trapped in a war that they didn't ask for. And what's being overlooked is journey. There's some people going to be relocating, maybe even be displaced over this. Sacrifice. This is being stuck. I'm wondering if there is going to be a hold on international travel. I'm getting a hold on international travel. Let's look at this Five of Pentacles for the trajectory path that we are currently on. Three of Cups. Let's see, so 2 cards here. We have 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. The trajectory is working together, and I'm thinking this is other nations working together. 3 of Cups, friendly nations working together to try to work on the long-term effects. Now, this 5 of Pentacles could even be part of this devastation here as a result from this war. A lot of people homeless as a result. I kind of want to know if this is the United States or King of Swords. Being out in the cold. The King of Swords being out in the cold. Who's the King of Swords? Donald Trump. Okay. He is the King of Swords. He is a Gemini. And this is somebody who is a leader. This is government leadership as well. There are people working together. And this is a group that have plans. I'm putting Donald Trump out in the cold. There is a level, there's multi-levels here, a level of financial distraught. Look what's happening to the economy because Trump had to go into Iran, guns blaring, bombs dropping, missiles flying. I am predicting that Trump's presidency is going to come to an end, or they're going to try to end it and get him out of office. And they're creating some kind of scandal to do so, fabricated or not. I'm thinking it might be fabricated. We might see some maybe even Elon Musk, AI generated images. I got to do a reading on Elon and Trump also. I got to. I'm almost feeling like another deck. You're being pushed out of the scene here. There you go. Oh, that's why. It's heating up the metal shelves. We gotta put this over this way. I'm like, why are these cards so warm? It's because the shelf is heating up. Because there's a candle right underneath it. My metal shelf is right just half a finger, if that, out of view. And it's heating that up. I might have to put this at the other end of the... I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll figure out the candle at some point. But away from the shelf. It's a metal shelf and it's heating up. Don't need any kind of combustion, right? Okay. Bringing out the Magi method. This came on the Magi. Look at the 3 kings. 3 wise men on this. Got that number 3. I swear there's 3 energies here. Could be 3 countries. It could be 3 entities. I'm curious about whatever this scandal is. That's what I want to look at. Three people are right in the center of it. And it runs very deep. This feels like a very old grudge. Star of Bethlehem guidance underneath. There's a divine guidance at play behind the scenes. So I'm wondering, that strength card, you know, there's something, hidden influences, Star of Bethlehem guidance. About a snake in the recent past. We've got a snake card again. So there's definitely an enemy in the camp. It's an enemy in Trump's camp, I feel. That might even be, and that's a betrayal. That betrayal card that came out in the tarot. No, that was about the war. But it's coming to my mind's eye thinking betrayal. Elon Musk. Trinity. Working together. Again, and what's next? I'm telling you, there are a group of people that are working together that have a certain agenda here. And it's not good. It is not good. And the hamster wheel is that it's business as usual. It's working really hard. This is, and you know what? This is not something that just occurred because of this issue with Iran. To me, this is screaming a window of opportunity. Now is when we have to strike. This is something that's been in the works for a while. And Iran is a player. Okay. So there's this player energy. We're going to play our cards right. This whole mess with Iran is going to scoot Trump out the door. 3 black birds. The X Factor. There is a group of people being overlooked. And yet, it might be Elon. But they're close to Trump. being overlooked. High Tower, government. Okay, I need to know. I need to draw extra cards on this High Tower. Executioner. Yeah. Cutting somebody off. Very abruptly. There it is, cornucopia and the fox. There's something wrong with the whole situation. Somebody's got money on their mind. And getting rid of Trump, they're going to make it look like a rose, smell like a rose. Because of the crossroads that the United States is in right now, and that is creating burdens. What is that crossroads? You know, Trump, I'm hearing Trump crossed a line when he went in and bombed Iran. It's almost like media even say he did this prematurely. He did this prematurely. Very interesting. That investigation is calling my name. I don't know why. But this is a true crime deck. But we're going to take a look at it. Let's put you over here. Okay. Okay, Spirit, show us any other insights. Stranger. There could be a hidden group that Trump doesn't even see. The Lovers, a partnership. Moon, hidden, and this is a no. This almost feels like hidden. A hidden relationship, a hidden partnership that is unknown to Trump. It's like somebody teaming up behind the scenes, and Trump is not aware of it. This almost feels like a surprise attack. When it happens, it's going to happen fast. So is there going to be a war? It's going to be the start of one. Iran is definitely going to retaliate, and I think that is going to be a distraction. Distraction, not as it seems. Masked, not true face. hostage or trade. Knows too much, wants to talk. You know, in that last spread, in that one spread, and I drew from Alicia Wicker's little mini deck here, and it came up like a light being shed on something that has been hidden under the surface, and it felt like the secret plan of getting him out of office. That's what this is about. And if this is like Eight of Swords type of energy right here, the hostage or trade. I'm feeling more like Trump is going to feel like a hostage. And there's something that they are going to use as a distraction for true motives. The true objective here is getting Trump out of office. But there's something else. Let me see if I can find out what is a distraction. Okay, no. Oh, they want this back. I was going to use a different one. But this one has been sitting out. I have, I still have that issue with dust in this house, despite everything. I'm working on it. It's getting better. But this deck is nice and dusty. I'll probably get dust everywhere. Okay. I can only shuffle half this deck at a time. This is my deck. My True Crime Investigations Oracle, which I do have about 10 copies of it right now. I have about 10 copies left. Had this for about 2 years now, maybe 2 years. I can't remember when I made this deck. I think it's been about almost 2 years. Yeah, I think it has been. Very close to 2 years. There's 140 cards in this deck. Yes, 140. If you want a copy, send me an email. $85 plus shipping. Shipping's probably going to be about, let's see, 12. I think it's about $12 on average. So, 85, 95. I'm going to say $100 includes shipping. Within the United States, I will not ship internationally. Sorry, I can't. Shipping is way too much money for shipping internationally right now. I can't do it. I think I'd have to charge like $30 for shipping. For me, if you really, really want it and it's international, it's going to be that 85. It's going to be about $120 to cover the shipping for international shipping. Okay. Okay. I I think the cards are saying we're done. So we're going to go ahead and cut them. Oh my God. Power and control. The puppet master. Yeah, there is somebody that Trump does not see controlling the narrative. And this is local neighborhood. That is within here. This is somebody known to him because unknown. It's like I'm getting like he knows this person, but he doesn't know this person, right? This is somebody very, very close to him. Very close to him. Alive. Is there somebody that they thought was gone? Really isn't? I'm wondering. Frank, innocent. There is a puppet master that is coming up with somebody close to Trump is trying to set him up for something. Okay. Allegedly speaking, entertainment purposes only, not based on fact. Don't come after me. The home, the neighborhood. Could it be somebody literally living in the White House? Or it could be a guest in the White House. The alive card, I'm really curious about. What is this alive card about? Show me this alive card. Show me this alive card. What is this alive card about? Karmic relationship. A very negative karmic relationship. That he thought was, this might not be literally alive or dead. I'm getting a relationship from his past that he thought was done and over with. Never hear from him again. And there's karma between Trump and that person. This is getting really, really, really deep. Really deep. There's the yes card. So whoever this mystery person that is rallying the troops, trying to get Trump out of office, is somebody from Trump's past that he has a karmic connection to, that he thought was done and over with, that relationship dead, never hear from them again, but they're working hand in hand with somebody to try to bring him down. And that scandal could be something from way distant past. And it's somebody I'm getting a download. Hold on. It's somebody who is going to use this war with Iran to their advantage, to plant seeds, to get him out of office. They had their way, they would take Trump off planet Earth altogether. But it's a very negative karmic relationship. And, considering Trump's history, doesn't surprise me. He has a way of really ruffling feathers. I think I'm going to have to take a deeper dive into Trump, a deeper dive into this war, Trump and Elon, and see who this person from the past is. And I'm getting that this person's going to be presenting himself as a friend. Anyhow, folks, I am dropping the mic.